Aloha ESOL 94 students, and welcome to week 12. We're still studying multilingualism in module 3. And I know this has been a crazy time for everyone trying to adapt to these new online courses and really just dealing with, being inside a lot and these changing crazy times. So I'm happy to help you in any way I can and support you. Please feel free to email me with any questions you have. I am also willing to meet with you through chat so that we can discuss any concerns that you might have. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on grammar. First, a quick quiz. We're going to be writing essay writing number 7 on multilingualism, and I want to make sure that we're using the correct word forms. So I wanted to talk about multilingual and multilingualism. Multilingual is an adjective and multilingualism is a noun. So go ahead and try to fill in these sentences with the correct word form. You can pause the video if you need a couple extra seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the answers and see how you did. So the first sentence should read, multilingualism is a benefit to both individuals and society. Number 2, people who are multilingual often have more job opportunities. And 3, many businesses in Hawaii require their employees to be multilingual. All right, so we want to be using the correct word form in the sentences that we are writing about multilingualism. Now we'll move on to today's grammar focus, which is causative verbs. Since we're going to be writing an essay on multilingualism and talking about the benefits of multilingualism, we want to make sure that we're choosing the right causative verbs and have the correct structure. Causative verbs are used when a person or thing causes another thing or person to do something. The structure is listed here that you should be using for your sentences. For example, I asked my friend to teach me English. Here we have subject, verb, indirect object, and the infinitive. He told his friends to meet him at the library to visit the language tutors. A great teacher motivates her students to study hard. Or KCC teachers encourage non-native speakers to ask questions when they do not understand something. And finally, Carrie reminded the students to finish their papers before class. There are quite a few causative verbs, and here are some of the most common ones listed: allow, assist, cause, command, convince, expect, force, need, order, permit, persuade, prepare, and require, threaten, urge. Some of the most common causative verbs are make, let, and help. But they have a little bit of a different structure. Here you're going to use the subject, verb, indirect object, and the base form of the verb without to. So remember, those other causative verbs wanted you to use the infinitive. Here we're going to use the base form of the verb. For example, the teacher made the student revise the paper until his accuracy was 40%. Or the teacher lets the students use their dictionaries during the test. Speaking slowly and repeating important information will help the students to understand the content clearly. Now, with the verb understand, it is pretty common to use either the base form or the infinitive here. So what's the difference between make, let, and help? Go ahead and pause the video here and think about what's the difference between make, let, and help. What is the meaning of these sentences? Well, if we take a look at the first one, teachers make students learn better. Really, there's no choice, and it's hard for teachers to make students learn better. Teachers let students learn better. Here it means that teachers allow students to learn better. And the last one, teachers help students learn better. This means teachers support students to learn better. So there's quite a big difference between these three causative verbs. We want to make sure we're choosing the right one to get our readers to understand our message. So let's do a little bit practice here. Here are a few sentences, and I'd like you to choose which one you think is the best answer. Go ahead and pause the video and complete the sentences with the best causative verb. Okay, let's see how you did. My mother makes, lets, helps me clean the house. If we say let's, that's kind of funny. That means your mom is letting you clean the house. Usually it's not something that you necessarily want to do. So it would change the meaning depending on which causative verb you choose. The best answer here was makes. My mother makes me clean the house. On the second one, my friend made, let, or helped me use his phone. Again, depending on which one you want to choose, it's going to change the meaning, but the best answer here is let. And finally, the teacher made, let, or helped the students learn English. The best answer is helped. Okay, now let's try a couple sentences that are on our topic of multilingualism. I'm going to give you a chance. Go ahead and pause the video and try to answer these questions. You're going to complete the sentence with a causative verb, any causative verb, or make, let, or help. Okay, let's see how you did. The first one, bilingualism. The best answer here would either be helps, assists, or prepares students to be or to become more successful. The second one, many businesses make, require, expect, persuade, or urge monolingual employees. And the best answer would be to learn or to study a second language. And finally, high numbers of multilingual people help or assist the economy to improve. Now you may have chosen other causative verbs as answers. Just make sure that you have correct subject-verb agreement and that you're using the correct sentence structure. And that is the basics on causative verbs. You're going to use what you learned today to check your causative verb usage in your Writing Number 7 essay. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Aloha.